this program.
It is now that part of the program when we shall
Unbox, 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 unbox.
What's inside the box?
I think it's marked as 7 pounds, and it's from... Yeah, it's from 5K Toys. 5K Toys. And I don't know if you're familiar. I'll throw some stuff up on the screen. They've been coming out with a lot of cool stuff lately. Probably the way I've heard it the most was from when people were talking about the third party, the unlicensed bootleg, what do you call it? Turtle Van by, what is it? Some Underground Arsenal. And it looked amazing, and I started looking at 5K Toys, and I remembered, oh yeah, that was also that place that had that Fury Bear, and I got real interested in that. And then I saw some people starting to talk about this thing. I don't know if you can tell what this is, but this is something that I saw a while back. Totally piqued my interest, but I was like, nah, I can't get that. There's a hint. I don't know if you can make it out. Hashtag D20 Studios. It's these wolves. These like super highly articulated wolves. Steeds. You know, worthy of like your Mythic Legions and other sort of similarly scaled 7-inch figures. I got the White Bones version. Anyway, I kind of was just like, nah, I'm good. Didn't think I would have the money for it. And then, the other day, I think it was Chamba from Toy Migos posted something. Might have been on the Toy Migos Discord. This picture of this boar. This one right here. I'll show it to you. And I saw that. And I looked at it, I was like, whoa, wait, what? The paint job, particularly in the brown one, which I did pre-order. It's like, this is great. That's amazing. The paints, just the detail. So anyways, I saw that boar. I quickly realized, oh wait, that's D20. They also make that wolf. Man. So then I looked back. I looked to kind of see how much it would be to pre-order that boar. And then this thing was still sitting there saying in stock. And yeah, I'd come into some money. I'd cancel some pre-orders. And I made the call. No, I'm good. Canceled all 3 of those his tanks. Yep, 3 of those his tanks. So here we are. I gotta say, I ordered this, maybe a week and a half ago, I think. About 10 days or so. And it's here. Just take a look at this box. Magnet connected. Oh, check this out. Oh my God, high density foam. I just sniffed it. And if I wasn't more self-conscious, I'd put my nose in there. Because me as a kid and toys, my brother's the same way, man. We smelled these things. This is it. Look at that. Look at that illustration. Woo. That's the armor. Oh yeah, it's the one. It's the gray wolf. Oh my God, I can't even. All right, let's do it. Man, this thing. Whoa. Look at this chunk of plastic. I say it all the time, right? The art of toys. Like, this is a work of art. Like, that's what really sort of intrigued me. This thing's so big that I can't have the box and this. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I guess I can. And that's what really sort of intrigued me to modern toys. You know, I grew up with 80s toys for sure. Man, in hindsight, my brother and I are definitely spoiled in terms of what we had access to, especially given sort of my parents' like situation, being immigrants from the Philippines, you know, like having us, and then at a certain point having our cousins living with us, and them having to be financially responsible for all that, plus, you know, other family. Anyway, we were spoiled. And where I was going with that is, if you looked at those toys, they were great. You know, the old like 3.75 G.I. Joes, and Kenner Star Wars figures. Ooh, look at that. Gotta look for that. And so you look at those now, though, they're beautiful, they're great. But compared to what can be done now, I mean, look at this, just the tail. I don't know if you can see, this thing is articulated. Right, it's got probably ball joints in there. Yeah. 1, 2. Oh, this is wild. And there's all sorts of still little, like, goodies in here. Come on. So, you know, some of you, I know I've seen this. But a lot of the folks that, you know, kind of, I'm in circles with, they're, you know, collecting things like G.I. Joe Classified, Master of the Universe Origins, Masterverse, maybe some Super 7, some NECA, Turtles. But this stuff, I mean, in my mind, is definitely just like next level, kind of, you know. I'm not hating. My bad. I don't mean to be that. I don't know how to explain it. Let me rewind a second. I guess where I was saying is, like, if you look back at those old toys, compared to just the level of detail that we have now on this thing, you know, if you can just think about, like, all this, somebody had to sculpt this, whether it was digital or, you know, more traditional materials. And that's coming out of someone's mind or groups of someone's mind. And they're translating it into 3D. And then somebody else takes that and through a production process figures out the engineering, right? How are we going to make this in real life? How are we going to make this articulation, right? What is the mechanism by which we're going to do this articulation? Where are we going to make it so that, you know, people can pose these things, right? Then the painting, and whatever, the casting and the molds, everything, the tooling. And trust me, I'm not an expert. I'm just going based on what little information I know. So don't trust me. I'm not trying to fake it like I know the toy production process. But my point is, damn, you got to appreciate this. You have to appreciate this. I'm an artist. I know my way around, you know, a little bit like creative stuff. Okay. I don't think I'm like a great artist, but I'm an artist. I've done some visual stuff. I'm a musician. I'm involved in this creative, you know, like, yeah. My point is, I can see the labor and the talent and the creativity and the skill and the ingenuity that went into this thing. Look at that face. Right? Look, someone had to sculpt that face and then figure out how to make it articulated so he can look to his left and look to his right and then look at you and snarl, right? Had to do that fur. Look at the eyes. For those of you who customize and do some painting, that's not easy to do. And we're talking about talented workers, laborers who are doing this in the hundreds of units, thousands of units. And I'm one of how many? I don't know, 10,000 units? I don't know. But even if it's 10, the fact that they can reproduce this, man, that's just you got to appreciate that. This is the Wolve. Tail, sorry I was rambling, but you know, you get it. I'll edit. Pop it in, boom. You know what's really funny is there's so many edges on these things, and I'm wearing these gloves. And it's actually snagging on the glove, and I wouldn't be surprised if these gloves get torn. I mean, look at this thing. There's a lasso. Oh, I'm super geeking right now, and you know this. You all know from my other videos, I'm not like a review person. So, I mean, you know, I haven't given much thought to like sitting here and trying to like, okay, we're going to look at the articulation and count the points and figure out the engineering and show you. Ooh, that's not good. I didn't put it on very well. But whatever. D20 didn't pay me. I just bought this as an enthusiast, as a fan. And I'm still a fan. Some of you might be like, oh, the tail fell off. I probably didn't put it on very well. But whatever. If that's a sign to you, like, oh, I shouldn't buy it. Cool, don't buy it. That's just not what I do. I don't get paid to start this thing. I'm just having a ridiculous amount of fun right now. And I'm enthusiastic, man. This is great. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. I'm geeking. Let me show you what else it comes with, just so you know. So it came with this armor. Look at this. Oh. I mean, look at that. Oh, and you're probably going like, oh my God, that's ugly. Why would they have a hole? Let me show you. Because they're brilliant. Ooh, look at that. What is that random piece of plastic? That's weird. Why would they... Oh. Right there? That's to shut up the haters. I mean, come on, folks. This chain, too, this is metal. It's heavy. You can hear that. So you can see there's different pieces. Oh, what's this? So you can switch stuff up. Oh, no. Check this out. I got it. That little peg hole thing. It's like this extra armor neck piece. Boom. It sits right there. Yeah, you can probably tell. My non-toy friends who have sort of shared that I have a YouTube channel, they know me. And they're probably laughing at me right now because they're like, oh my God, he just sounds more enthusiastic. And so much more pumped with serotonin than I think I've ever heard him. Yes, you are hearing child brick something. Look at this. What are we doing here, folks? What are we doing? From the side, you can totally see how great this helmet fits. It's perfect for his head. Unfortunately, it hides the amazing head sculpt underneath, which I definitely am thinking I'm going to show off. I love just the way the cheeks are painted. I think maybe I'll use it without this. And I started looking at this, and yes, it's possible to take a saddle off right here and this armor right here. You can sort of the buttons on the side right there. But I'm going to keep them. I think this is the way I'm going to display them for now. Let's see if we can just give you a sense of how posable it is. You know, the elbows, the paws are all kind of on these ball joints, and at the hip there's a little bit of flex. And of course the head is movable, multiple points. The mouth, good stuff. Yeah, it's just a really good looking steed. Tail too. Tail's totally posable. But yeah, it's a steed. So ultimately what I want to do is get some figures on it. So here we have Cassia from Mythic Legions, is sort of showing how amazing this wolf is going to look carrying somebody into battle on my shelf. So good. So this amazing wolf is not going to be the only beast carrying a warrior on my shelf. I've got a couple of other steeds, and I kind of want to show you some of the ideas I'm throwing around real quick, just for comparison, so you can kind of see different creatures side by side and get an idea of what sort of fantasy world is happening in my brain. I got this idea to get this awesome toy from Star Wars, right? And I got that idea from this guy. This guy's amazing. I look at his stuff all the time. We've been communicating every now and then. I told him, man, he inspired me. I'm gonna look for a dewback, and I was in Texas on vacation. Ran across one in a store. The guy wasn't ready to sell it. He just gotten it in, was pricing it. So I quickly looked on eBay. Boom. Got some of these guys. Yes, they make noise. These are just your standard Jurassic World folks. So ultimately, I figure you can't really have this awesome action figure fantasy shelf without amazing fantasy creatures like dinosaurs and wolves. It just makes the barbarian sitting on top look that much cooler. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of this D20 Wolve. It really is an amazing toy. I know it's kind of pricey, I know it's not for everyone, but for me, building this crazy science fantasy shelf, he fits perfectly. I hope you got a sense of the joy that I got from this thing. At the end of the day, I'm having fun with this whole YouTube channel, and I hope you're enjoying watching. So that'll bring my first Unbox Something video to an end. I hope you all enjoyed it. There's definitely more things in this room that need to be unboxed, so I'll be coming back very soon. So click like and hit subscribe so you don't miss out. Until then, please check out some more great toy content from the folks at the Legion of Lesser Toy Tubers. Here's a link to the left. And as always, peace and power.